actually, I think George Smeddles was playing, and Billy was playing as well. And yeah, I went down and I was quite blown away, to be fair, at the vibe of the party. It was happening. And the last time I played was a month ago, I believe. Yeah, it was good. They got a good crowd there, packed out, people queuing down the road. Yeah, just the energy from everyone was proper. It was a proper party. My highlight, I mean, just the whole summer, to be fair, playing with the boys. They make it what it is, to be honest. Just being with everyone and the vibe, and just sort of feeding off the crowd, and people are actually coming for Hotbed now. It's our third year, and the first year or so was kind of, we was in a new space, in a new club, and it's been building progressively. But now it's I feel like it's established on the island, and it's rocking. Looking forward to year 4.
Just so you know as well, La Fiesta was also on the island. We had a good one on the island.
Yeah, we should do the.
So basically, the first time I met Danny, we was in a club and he walked by and I just thought he's beautiful. I couldn't help myself. I had to ask for his number.
No, but you didn't ask, did you? You got someone to ask for.
Well, what I did, only because I was a bit nervous.
You got your mate to ask for you.
No,
he pointed you out.
Well, I'm not the most confident person in the world, Dan. So
I half knew who you was. I heard about you.
Well, I'd known you. You're pretty well known. You're pretty famous. But no, and that was it really. From then on, we just hit it off, and now we've got 2 kids and live in the country.
What's my journey been like? Whoa! It's been good. Can't remember the first time I played for you though, but I was good obviously, and you kept me on, and I've been playing ever since. And I love all the boys. Yeah, the Halloween one, it was a vibe in there. Ramo, from start to finish, it was really good. Yeah, it's always good when Ellie's there. She played in the other room to me, but she smashes everywhere she goes, as you don't probably know. Sugar Hut, Just Gone was really good. That was one of my favourite sets. Me, Larry and Langers went 4 hours, just us 3. So that was a good little turn up. Yeah, fella, how we doing?
Are we doing the first time with it and all that? So the first time I met Bill was in a Dixie Chicken. I just walked past and he was in the window and he was ordering his, I think it was like a chicken burger, chips, and I think it was 6 wings. I know he was hungry that night.
Has to be wings, man.
And that was it, done it for me. I just thought,
he's the one.
From there on was it, and he was the one. I mean, Danny's lovely and all. He's a very good looking lad, but for me, Bill's just, he's the one. I think that's it. What do you agree?
I agree. I strongly agree. Langers is alright.
He does have a very contagious smile.
Why aren't you smiling?
When I was about 15, I fell in love with drums. I went to West End shows with my parents, and I was always obsessed with the pit, looking at the band and stuff. And as I grew older, I fell in love with house music. I went out to some sort of rave, I think it was, and I was just taken along. And I saw a percussionist, and I was just obsessed with what he was doing at the time. So I found out his details, got in touch with him, and he gave me loads of tips and advice. And then before I knew it, I bought myself a set of bongos. It was only like 50 quid. It's the worst set of drums I've ever had. But I just stuck myself in my mum's garage, and just played until I got an opportunity, which I took. It was absolutely shocking. I was playing with no artificial colours on a Function 1 sound system with no mic. My hands were bleeding, and no one could hear me, but I was absolutely buzzing. And from now, I just kept getting opportunity after opportunity. I think it's about 12 years later now. I'm still doing it. I'm a full-time musician, and yeah, Hotbed has put my career in places that I never thought I would go. And for me, that was the dream, and now I'm pretty much living it, which sounds really cringe, but it's true. There are actually too many to mention, but it's always been the closing parties at O Beach. Just because we normally get booked, 2 or 3 DJs come out every week, and me and the sax guy Josh, which is now Matt. There's 3 of us, one on keys, me on percussion, and one on sax. We go every week, and then the DJs split it in turn to come out every few weeks. But on the closing party, everyone comes, and it's just like one big party with the whole family. and we get to stay the night, and it's just unless you're there, you can't really explain how good it is. It was through Billy Cox, and I know he doesn't take gigs unless they're good. So I see a couple of Billy's sets and stuff, and I think there's a lot of people that are copying what La Fiesta and Hotbed are doing. I don't think anyone gets quite as close to what we're doing, purely down to the quality of the DJs, their knowledge, and I feel like they've got old souls, so some of the tunes they play are timeless, whether they're made last week or 30 years ago, they'll still be classics 40 years down the line, and for me, that's what it's about. The music is just unreal in both parties, and I would love to be booked for the Fiesta, so you get that on camera.
You know how to love me. You're the real that I feel.
First experience with La Fiesta was doing a co with in O Beach last year. I was fortunate enough to play at a gig in O Beach. I was at the airport on the way home, and I was approached by Freddie, and he said how much he enjoyed my set of music in the daytime, and would like to get me on board, and was wondering if I was interested in jumping on and joining the team, which obviously I was, and it's moved on from there. As I'm new to the team, but I had fortunate enough to play the last venue at Brick Lane, which was amazing. I've done 2 gigs now. The first gig I played early was, I think, 4 till 5. Fortunate enough that the other DJ didn't turn up, so I actually got a 2-hour slot. The last slot I played 7 till 8. It was fantastic. It's the best DJ experience I've had in a club for 10 years, to be honest with you. And I've been playing out for a long time, and I've done a lot of venues lately, and I've found it very difficult to get the right vibe, the right people that just don't want to take pictures of themselves on phones. It was a really cool crowd, really nice people, and it just, the way that the boys describe it as a party, it's a party, and it's made to feel like a party. And I had a fantastic night. I stayed till 2 o'clock in the morning, which I rarely do now. As I'm an old boy, I like to go home to bed now, you see. And in a sentence, I'd say, happy people, really, yeah.
There's no denying.
How did the radio show start? I used to do radio a long time ago. I was on a radio station called Rinse FM many years ago. It was a pirate radio station. Yeah, that was very different, because we used to rock up with records and get chased out sometimes. And so I had a love of the radio from a very young age. In terms of Centreforce and how this started, I was contacted by the management. I think just simply through DJing out and stuff. There was, as a new radio station, they've got their license to a legal license, DAB, and I was looking for, I'd say fresh, but I'm not that fresh. I've been about for too long to be fresh, but for sort of people to be on and host radios, and you can probably tell by already that I can talk quite a lot, so it kind of made sense. And that was it. I think as soon as I came on, I mentioned it to the boys, Josh, Freddie, Jason, Nathan, that I think it'd be good if they could sponsor the show. When we sat down and spoke about it, it became the La Fiesta radio show rather than Daryl Privet sponsored by, so to speak. So I think that's how it started, and it's kind of progressed from there. We're kind of a year on now. Yeah. What is the concept of the radio? You know what, I don't think there's a concept. It's not really something that we're trying to be innovative. We're not trying to be ahead of everyone else. I think we are very forward thinking in terms of what we do with music. We have every different style of music in La Fiesta as a whole. So if you come to a La Fiesta event, you're going to hear soulful house, you're going to hear tech house, you're going to hear deep house, you're going to hear old school garage and classic stuff. There's DJs that play a broad range and every genre of music. So that crosses over and transfers onto the radio as well. So we're not trying to be anything out of the ordinary, but we are just trying to be that vision of what the party is on the radio. It kind of makes sense for us to have that crossover of a party and a radio. Tonight, for example, we've got a number of people here that are watching us, people watching us live, but we've got a number of DJs and percussionists and whatnot that are here joining us on the radio show, and you don't really get that too much these days. I think where we are now is just quite different, but again, I think that's done unintentionally. We're just doing what we do and it seems to work. So I used to have a venue years ago that I run and managed, and Josh was there as well, and he just came down to me one day from the office. I was sitting at the club downstairs, and he come down and said, "I've got this idea that I want to do," and obviously, you know, you got other people involved, and I've kind of just supported the guys from the get-go. I just made sure that, you know, they've had all the support that I can possibly give them, which isn't a huge amount. I support them as a DJ really, and use the socials and get it out. But what they've done is just phenomenal in the space of a few years. I mean, it's unbelievable. So how did I first come across them? I came across La Fiesta before La Fiesta was even La Fiesta, and I've just been a part of it ever since, and it's been a joy to be a part of, and long may the journey continue, I guess. My highlight, you know, a lot of people say like their highlights are this or that, or I've been here or I've done that. I think my highlight is an ongoing one. It's an ever-growing highlight. It's seeing this idea, this concept of La Fiesta that started as an idea in someone's head, grow to where it is at the moment, and it's still continuing to grow. There's no end, there's no ceiling, there's no stopping. As cheesy as that may sound, it's kind of La Fiesta has become this albatross that's doing whatever it's doing, and it just continues to grow. So my highlights are ever growing, and I'm sure there's going to be many more this year, and we've only got a few weeks left, and plenty more next year and the year after. So I can't pinpoint one specific. My highlight is just seeing La Fiesta grow from what it was to kind of where it is now, really. When's my Hotbed debut? I don't know. I guess that's up to the owners and the guys that are here with us tonight. Like I said, it'd be lovely to play for Hotbed. You know, it's not something I've sat and focused on. It'd be lovely to do so. They're an amazing brand. Just amazing people in general, and the parties are fantastic. You know, I've been to many Hotbeds. I think I went to one of the first, which was years ago, at the Ace Hotel in Shoreditch. It was right at the top, blinding building, and I really enjoyed it. And I think the reason I enjoy it so much, again, is it's the same as a crossover with La Fiesta. The variety, the genres of music that you can hear on a night out with, be it Hotbed or La Fiesta, there's such a crossover of people and music, so it kind of it has that them similarities that allow it to kind of amalgamate into which you've probably seen tonight, into like one whole party, so to speak. So when will my debut be for Hotbed? I don't really know, that's up to the guys, but Dean,
we can sort it out.
But yeah, cheers Dan. Dean, Kai, and the rest of the guys they're all blind. You know, I've been speaking with Dean tonight about the show, and he's really been enjoying the show. He's been listening, and yeah, who knows? Maybe you'll see me on a Hotbed at some point. But even if I'm not, I'll still go and I'll enjoy myself, because I think it's brilliant. I really enjoy the vibe, and it's likened very much in terms of what La Fiesta is. So same crossover.
Come on.